Okay, so this is probably one of the least good bits. Should be concentrating on the road. Yeah, sometimes it's unavoidable. You have to walk along the road a bit. There's quite a few people, quite a few walkers. So it's not like you're alone. But just had a really nice stop. Kind of rained for half an hour, so had another Spanish omelette tortilla. Very nice. Had a nice chat with a Dutch dude. Don't know how old he was. Didn't get his name, but I'll see him again. Probably in his 60s. Started in Holland, but gave up walking. So you can start the pilgrimage from your own country, and he did. Sorry, it's a truck coming. But he gave up because it's really expensive. There were no albergues. He was paying €70 every night. So he gave up that section, got a train down through France, but his intention was to walk the whole way from Holland, from his home city, all the way to Santiago. Anyway, I'm gonna stop now. Catch you later. Hola amigos. So I just had a little stop there. The sun is just about burnt off the clouds now. I had to put some sunscreen on. So slip, slap, slop, as they say in Australia, I think. So about 8 kilometers out of Pamplona. I'm assuming that's the centre. I might be wrong. Probably is actually. It's probably the centre. I don't think it's a hugely spread out city. I think a lot of Spanish cities aren't hugely spread out because so many people live in apartment blocks. Certainly compared to the UK, where people, have gardens and big houses and stuff. The ones that are lucky enough to be able to afford it. Well, I've just spotted somebody climbing up that hill. That's where that white. It's really odd that I can't zoom in on this on my other. No, it doesn't work. I'll have to figure that one out. Anyway, okay. So I'll probably do a little update. God, I can see them climbing up there. Wow, that's quite a climb. I'll do a little update just before I get to Pamplona. Okay, adios. So, I've just arrived in Pamplona. And it looks very like still in the village. Okay, so I just walked through like a dormitory town of Pamplona, or an outer suburb, and it was not. Some of it was really nice, but there was a bit where you wouldn't want to be walking through there at night. But I guess in the day it's lots of people about. Yeah, of course, Pamplona, if you don't know, it's also known as Iruna. I think that's the way you pronounce it. I apologise to any Basque people, but of course, We are in the Basque country here, and you know, there's been quite a few signs saying this is not Spain, and obviously a whole load of history, and one gets the impression that there's still that people still very much feel Basque and not Spanish, and that it should be an independent state. So anyway, this is probably going to be the last video of today. Once I get into the city proper, I don't really want to be videoing and waving an expensive phone about. Not that it normally bothers me, but and I think, you know, no, I'm not going to say it because I'll say it. I think Spain's generally quite safe. I will touch wood. So, God forbid anything happens, but I certainly feel as safe in Spain as I do pretty much anywhere. Okay, chicos, hasta luego. Hola. Now this is what I call a cool entrance to a city. So just coming up into Pamplona, into the centre. So this is really cool though. It's really hot now. I think it's mid-20s, which isn't actually that hot, but it's warm enough. Looking forward to my shower. Okay, adios. Buenos dias. It's day 4. Just time is 7:50. I left the albergue at 7:30. Walking through Pamplona. Best time of the day. I keep saying this in the morning when you walk. So yeah, I've decided. I was editing my first couple of days video last night, and I'm just talking too much. So I'm not going to say too. I'm going to try and keep these brief, really. But yeah, today I'm going to a place called Puente del Reina, 25 or 6 k's. I'm going to stop for brekkie in about 5 k's. And yeah, I'll hola chicos. Okay, so I'm about 13 or 14 kilometers from my destination today. To cut a long story short, I've kind of misjudged where there'd be places to get food. So the place I stayed last night, the albergue, they had breakfast. It was kind of a buffet style. But honestly, that early in the morning, I just can't face food, and I had an awful lot to eat yesterday. So it's okay. I'm not going to starve. There's plenty of. I still have some fat around my waist. So I have had an apple actually. And I've got a packet of Skittles, so it's okay. The Camino will provide, as they say. Okay. Hola. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny because it's really getting hot, but there are. Kind of misty as well, so looks like there's a village up there. I'm not getting my hopes up. That could be a Spanish ghost village. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention about the whole thing walking alone. So I've walked a little bit today with a couple of other people, but I mean, you can't really see ahead, but stretched ahead, I mean, there's a lot of people strung out on their own. I've passed a lot of people. You know, it's not, obviously some people come here and they do it with a partner or friends, but I actually like, I've never had a problem being alone, walking alone, and kind of the afternoon and the evening, it's so sociable, it's kind of nice. It's almost like having the morning alone, walking, and then you've got all the sociable stuff later, so it works really well. So what I'm saying is, don't be put off doing this if you can't find anyone to do it. What was I going to say? Oh, it's gone now. Okay. Hola. Okay. Hoping this little place up here has a cafe or something. Be really nice. The view's quite stunning. Obviously, I'm in a bit of a kind of a little valley here, but just going to say, I've walked past a number of people today who obviously have weight problems, and without, it's kind of sounding mean, probably don't do too much exercise, and I just have to say, I'm absolutely full of admiration. A couple of the girls that I know basically started the same day I did, so they've covered the same ground, and I'm passing them pretty quickly, but God, honestly, fair play to them. Absolutely tough people to be able to do this. So, God, I'm sounding patronising now, I don't mean to, but anyway. Okay, adios. Welcome back. So the sun's well and truly broken through now, and it's definitely warming up. So just had a stop in a little village, had a baguette and Spanish tortilla for a change, and a cafe con leche. I spoke to quite a few people, other walkers there, so I was going to kind of talk about walking, doing this on your own. I really wouldn't fear, even if you're somebody who kind of craves company and not so good on your own. I'm the complete opposite. I'm quite happy with my own company, but the great thing with the Camino is there's as much company as you want. People are friendly and open, and I was just chatting to a whole bunch of people there, and you kind of feel like a little community, because they're all pretty much going to be in the same place you are later, and it's really cool like that. I still really enjoy walking, doing the bits alone though, so it's cool. Okay, see you later. Not quite the same without my two buddies from 4 years ago. You know who you are. Okay, so it's 2:15 and it's very hot, but this actual little downhill bit is really nice. It's windy, so nearly at Puente del Reina, my stop for the night. It's been a really good day. That's it really. Adios. Yeah, back again. So the time is 2:20, which is much later than I'm normally out. It's been a bit of a longer day. It's really hot today. I think it must be pushing 30 degrees, I don't know. But it's crazy, it's only the fourth day, and I'm about a kilometre away, and the last couple of days, for the last few days, the last couple of Ks have been like, kind of get me there. But actually, I feel quite strong. I mean, it's amazing how quickly your body gets used to this routine. But it's been a really good day. Met some interesting people, as ever. Seeing the same people, so there's like a sense of community kind of happening, which is nice. I'm really close actually. I can almost remember this place, Puente del Reino. So yeah, it's been a really good day again. So actually feel tired now. Okay then. Hasta luego. Snowing. Hola. Buenos dias. Day 5. Just left Albergue. This is a lovely little place, by the way, Puente del Reina. Just on my way to hopefully find some breakfast, some coffee before I start today. It's nearly 7:30 in my dormitory of about 20 people, 24 people. I was the last to leave. Yeah, okay, so today my destination is Estella, which is kind of a medium, 15,000 people, so size kind of place. So yeah, okay people, see you later. So just had breakfast, absolutely awesome. €4 for cafe con leche, huge glass of freshly squeezed orange juice and a croissant. So that's absolutely what you want today. So I think there's quite a nasty climb to begin the day. Yeah, I slept pretty well last night on the top bunk. Kind of 50-50 whether you're going to get top or bottom. Everybody kind of goes to top, that's fair enough. I slept pretty well. I did have half a bottle of red wine, probably helped. I had to get up in the middle of the night to go to the toilet, and the ladder up to my top bunk was very loose and metallic and made a heck of a racket about 2 a.m. but nobody seemed to stir. But yeah, so leaving the village now, it's nearly 8 o'clock. I will be back later, but adios. So you may have remembered yesterday I did a little bit about a little section on this stuff coming from trees that looked like snowing. Looks like it was snowing, and here is that stuff. So it's crazy. It was so manic. No, manic's the right word. It's coming down so much that I couldn't really sit in the garden. Anyway, I'm sure somebody knows what it's about, but I don't. Okay, hasta luego. Hola. Hola. Camino. Of course, another way to get to Santiago is by bike. I think it's a little bit like cheating, but no, not really. So yeah, even if you're not mad keen on walking, there is another way. Welcome back, amigos. Taking a lot of pictures today because it's just beautiful. Walking through vineyards, you can see the little village up there. That's where I'm going to probably have a little break. At this time of day, I mean, the lights, you know, taking good pictures is always much better in the morning, early, or at night, you know, in the evening, just before sundown. So the light's just really good. And not much else to report. Just had a really steep incline next to the M12 motorway, A12 motorway. It's a bit weird. And I felt quite kind of hay feverish, pollen allergies were kicking in a bit before, but once we got over that high incline and then we dropped down into, you know, it's very different countryside really. Now it's like olive groves and wine vineyards. Suddenly, like, it's just cleared up instantly. I was then about to take another antihistamine, but I should be, you know, touch wood, pardon me, should be good. So anyway, I shall see you later.